Welcome to Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves. Here's your host, attorney Anthony Reeves.
Okay, everyone, I know you get annoyed by this. How many times have you gone to a website or you've contacted a law firm or a representative's office and they told you, go to my website and fill out the free claim evaluation? And the first thing out your mouth is, or in your mind, you're thinking, why I gotta do all that? Because, I can't just explain this to you on the phone, Audie. I'm just saying. All right. The reason why it's important to fill out all that information is because most offices set their, and I'm not going to speak for everyone because I don't know how everyone operates, but let me just talk in the context of mine. When I set that a free claim evaluation and had my tech people set it up for me, what it's designed to do is to give me very specific questions that are asked and answered so that when I get you on the phone, or if my staff member gets you on the phone, or if we email you, we can know specifically if there's any additional things that we need to have addressed. All that information is basic information. We want to know, do you have an application pending? Have you been denied? Have you appealed that denial? If it's for a kid's case, we want to know, if the child's in school, is this a medical or is this an educational thing? If it's an adult, we want to know, when was the last time you worked full time? What was the longest job you held? We want to know, do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you use drugs? We want to know, are you getting treatment for any of your medical conditions? Are they physical, are they mental, or are they both? When was the last time you got treatment? Now, you're sitting here saying, why is all that information relevant? It's relevant because it tells us whether or not we need to ask additional questions. One, if you've been denied but you haven't appealed yet, are you within your 60 days? Well, that's going to give me a bearing. That question, even though it's not on the form, if I see that you have been denied but you haven't appealed, I'm going to want to know, where are you within your 60-day window? Because if you're coming up on it where you're like a week out, I'm going to tell you need to file your appeal right away to protect your rights. If you just got it like yesterday, that gives me enough time to get the forms out to you so that my staff can take care of your appeal for you. If you've worked, I want to know what's the longest job you have, because I'm going to try to determine whether or not your case is an SSI case or an SSDI case. If you smoke, drink, or use drugs, well, smoking, drinking, and drugs all have an impact depending on what kind of medical condition you have. I need to know that in advance. If you haven't gone for treatment in several months, I want to know why. If you have, I want to know who's treating you. If you're saying I got a bad back, are you going to a chiropractor or are you going to a regular doctor? Because if you're going to a chiropractor, we're going to need to talk, because judges tend to look at chiropractors not as favorably as other doctors. All of these things are designed so that when we as attorneys or representatives are trying to assess whether or not you've got a case we can assist you with, we want to know where the problem areas are first, fast, and in a hurry. The reason why we want to know is twofold. One, because we need to figure out how to fix them. Two, we need to let you know so that you can assist us in fixing them. And whether you believe it or not, it takes too much time to sit there and ask all those questions in advance when you could fill it out. So let's pause it like this. And this is what I tell people sometimes. How many times have you gone to a doctor's office and you've gone and you sat in the lobby having to fill out forms and you were annoyed? You were annoyed not because you're sitting in the lobby, it's because you're filling out all this information here. Well, they're doing that, so guess what? When they give it to the doctor reviews it, he can or she can get right to the important thing, which is why you're there. Do you really want to be sitting in the examination room with your doctor, going over your medical history? Have you had high blood pressure? No. Have you had diabetes? No. Think about that. So the 10 to 15 minutes you're spending filling out that form, do you really want your doctor to spend 10 to 15 minutes at a time, or do you want to spend 10 to 15 minutes at a time talking to your doctor about the fact that you're nauseous and lightheaded? These things are done so that this way you can give whoever you're going to the chance to get a good grip of what's going on with your case in terms of some very basic information, so that when you're talking to them, they can get to the specifics, because that's really what you want them there for, to get down with the specifics. Help them help you.